Hi everybody, Craig here. Welcome to episode 2 of my 3-player free-for-all Age of Wonders 3 playthrough series. In this series, I'm playing against 2 Emperor AI that are each on their own separate team, and I'm playing as the High Elf Arch Druid, Tauron of the Trees. In our last episode, we basically got ourselves established, and you can see here's our throne city of Nundioth. We're really in good shape so far. The first episode went very, very well. I was quite happy with all the battles. We were able to clear out a number of structures around our throne city, mostly kind of to the north and then over here to the east a little bit. And we kind of wound our way through this path here, clearing out structures as we went. And of course, you can see here we have Tauron with his stack. We also have our first hero, which is our High Elf Theocrat, Irilis Faith Hand. So we're in really good shape, actually, and you can see here that Tauron is level 3, and our Theocrat is also at level 3, so doing very, very well so far, and I'm going to try this episode to really keep the good times going here. I want to obviously continue exploring and expanding. I'd like to make contact with this Elven city down here and start that process. And I should also mention last episode we did encounter the first seal location, which you can see right here. So once we're strong enough, we should probably head over here and see if we can clear this out and start obtaining some seal charges. But in any case, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Before I dive into this episode, I did just want to give a couple of quick shoutouts to a few individuals who left some excellent comments on the previous episode. The first of those comments is from Gladden. Gladden pointed out, and this is something that I'm really glad was brought up, I'd actually made a mistake last episode when I mentioned that the Cosmos Specialization, which is one of the 3 specializations, that I've taken for Tauron here. So if we go to our diplomatic menu, I think, yeah, there it is. So Cosmos here, if we look at it, I had mentioned that this was part of the Chivalrous Intentions mod pack, which is actually incorrect. Gladden pointed out that Cosmos is actually a new addition as part of an update to the Wasteland Expansion mod set. So thank you very much to Gladden for setting the record straight, because of course I want to make sure I give credit where credit is due. So again, the Wasteland Expansion is where Cosmos is coming from. So just to kind of clear that up. The next comment here is from Can Dennis. Can pointed out that I can check the in-game encyclopedia if I need more information about any of the new units that have been added by Chivalrous Intentions. And that's a great idea. If I need to look a little bit more closely at something, or if I have any questions, I can always consult the in-game encyclopedia, the Tome of Wonders here, so I can search for any unit if I want, or get additional information if need be. So thank you to Can for pointing that out. That's something that I can use going forward if I'm kind of unsure or if there's any question. Can also mentioned that almost every unique structure that is in the domain of a city will unlock a new unit for that city, or at least a new unit that can be produced at that city as part of the Chivalrous Intentions mod pack. So again, we've already gotten to see a little bit of that in that I have this High Elf Glade Runner as a unit that can be produced here. And of course, this is one of the newly added units by Chivalrous Intentions. But as I gain additional structures, like for example, I imagine that were I to get maybe the Magma Forge, or let's say I put a city up here and I had a tomb, or I have the farm, perhaps that will unlock new and additional units. So I'm really excited to see kind of all the variety that will bring. So thank you to Can for pointing that out. Just, I guess, even further reason to try to bring additional structures into the domain of each city. Can also pointed out that, and this was a great point on the battle I had done in the previous episode, I believe it was, I can't remember if it was maybe for the farm or for one of these nodes. I think it was actually for this node right here that my cursor is on. And I used the phase ability of my High Elf Unicorn Rider to get in behind and flank the enemy. The only problem with this is that in doing so, I didn't get to actually use the benefit of charge. So as you can see here, charge deals 6 extra physical damage on the first strike in melee combat if the unit has moved 3 or more hexes. But phase technically doesn't count as moving hexes, it's a direct teleportation. And so what this actually did is, instead of me charging all the way in and getting the benefit of charge and doing more damage, I basically just did a lesser amount of damage because of phase. So again, phase is great, but just to keep that in mind, that it's, there's always an option to try to just move and use the charge benefit. So thank you to Can for pointing that out. That's something I need to keep just keep in mind moving forward. The next comment here is from 87 Julius. Julius pointed out that Cosmos seems like a well-suited specialization for the Druid class, and I couldn't agree more. This is something that I think, again, my cursory understanding of it is that it will very much be beneficial for me as a Druid, and will kind of aid me, especially since I'm going to be playing, more of a sort of summon-based class that's going to be a little bit more heavily mana-dependent. So I think that will synergize very nicely, and it's part of why I chose it. So I completely agree with Julius on this one. The next comment here is from Thomas Hazelwood. Thomas pointed out that the new unit that I acquired recently in that last episode, here we go. So it is the Mandrel. The Mandrel has quite a bit of movement potential, and so that's something that I want to exploit here. So you can see we got 32 movement. So that's something that I can exploit to make this unit a great scout. So thank you to Thomas for that. Obviously, I'm kind of doing that already in the underground here, so I'm going to continue to try to use this Mandrel basically as a way to improve my vision and make sure I know what's going on around me so I'm not surprised. As always, big thank you to everybody for the fantastic comments. Truly appreciated. All right, now let's get into the episode. I'm really, really excited to get back to it and, basically find out if there's any additional units that I'm going to encounter and keep things going. So last time we had done some battling here with our main stack. We were kind of in the middle of our turn. You can see here that we basically were able to recruit this Snapper Crab. Of course, no movement potential at this point because we just acquired it. So what we're going to do instead here is regroup our main stack, and then I think we will head south, clear out this gold mine, and again, we're going to head straight for this Elven City. I'm thinking that's kind of the wise choice here. So, let's do that. Now, we do have this Dwarven unit here who's been kind of exploring the mountains. So let's actually head down. Before I do that, let's just double check. Yeah, okay. So there is a clear path. That's what I wanted to make sure of. There is a nice clear path here along the road that can take me to the Elven City, and I can make contact in that way. We might even be able to do it with the... Oh, not quite with the Tiger, but very close. So what we'll do with our main stack here, as I said, we're going to just venture down and start clearing out some of these structures. Oh, and look at this. We have a chance to let them run. I think we'll do No Mercy because, once again, just like last episode, I am very interested in acquiring additional experience. We do have a Tigran Epsilon Warrior here, which is another new unit. So let's take a look. Melee strike. Ooh, and it has defensive strike. Okay. We'll engage the battle, and we'll look a little more closely once we're in the actual battle. Kind of excited to see... I think it's just looking at it from here, it might not be a pikeman unit. Let's see. No, okay, so it's an oh, this is excellent. So it's an infantry unit that has a sun shield and defensive strike. That could be extremely powerful, making this a very, very strong tier 1 unit. And of course, spirit protection, fire protection from that sun shield, the spirit protection coming from being Tigran, of course, and then that frost weakness. Yeah, really neat unit. I like that. And projectile resistance. Wow. Yeah, this would be one of the... this would definitely be a contender for one of the most powerful tier 1 units I've ever seen. Very strong there. And again, the standard Tigran Sun Guard is also a very powerful unit, so it makes sense. You throw that sun shield on any unit, it becomes really, really a force to be reckoned with. Okay, enough yammering, though. Let's get to some fighting here. So, don't want to let the Epsilon Warrior get in too close to me, but at the same time, we probably want to get rid of this Shredder if we can. So what I would like to do is start blasting, but this pesky rock is in the way, as you can see. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to move our hero up. Unfortunately, that spirit protection is going to come into play, but we can at least do a bit of damage here. And there we go. And what I'm hoping is with Tauron here, we can step up. And there we go. That's what I wanted. Excellent. And that's what we need, is getting that kill there. Now, our Adjudicator, importantly here, does have Tireless. And so I think what we'll do is we'll actually throw the Adjudicator up in front here to kind of act as a bit of a deterrent to prevent the Epsilon Warrior from just waltzing in to attack either of my heroes. We'll throw the Adjudicator, excuse me, in defense mode. We could also throw our Canyon Crawler up here, I suppose, but I think what I'll do is I'll actually leave my Canyon Crawler like this, and that way I'm kind of in reserve a little bit. We also have the Tigran Cheetah who's able to pounce, so we have to watch out for that. So let's step up just slightly with our archers there, and we'll end our turn. Nice, okay. That's exactly what I was hoping for. We tanked the damage very well. Did quite a bit in return, actually. And again, that Overwhelm deals +3 damage against pikemen and shielded units. So these guys were actually perfectly equipped to be dealing with the Epsilon Warrior, given that they have that shield. So now we can... Oh, look at this. We can blast these Tigran Cheetahs. Let's do it. Oh, fantastic. Big damage there, as you see. And then I think what we'll do instead of actually doing damage here is we will try for a heal on somebody. Actually, the hero could probably just heal himself because he's kind of in rough shape. So that said, heroes do heal very quickly, but I think we'll just do that. And then Tauron here can do some blasting. It's not going to do a ton of damage, but hey, it'll get us some additional experience. Very nice. Now, between our Canyon Crawler here and our Adjudicator, I think we'll be able to get the kill. Now, this would force us... Well, not force us. We would take some extra damage, so I think I'm just going to try and attack once just to get a little bit more experience with the Canyon Crawler here. Yeah, there we go. Even though we took some damage, we got a few extra experience. And then we can get the kill there. Very nice. And again, I would like to see those Canyon Crawlers evolve. So that's going to do it for that battle. Some additional experience. That's great. And then, yeah, I think we're going to just keep moving down. Now, we're not going to be able to get to the city this turn, but we can get close enough with our Tiger to at least make contact with them, hopefully, or see more clearly into the city itself. All right, so now let's head on down this way with our main stack, and we will engage this battle. Looks like we're going to be up against a Frost Elemental, Lesser Frost Elemental, excuse me, and 2 Baby Reed Serpents. Now, this would be a great unit to try to befriend with our Befriend Animal, if at all possible. So now we will try this one out. And here we go, once again, letting us choose. We are probably going to become evil in this playthrough. That's what it's looking like, but I want the experience and the opportunity to gain more units, so we are going to show them no mercy. Again, I'm really trying to maximize the amount of experience I'm able to gain in this early part of the game. It makes a huge difference for me if I can really get a lot of experience now. It'll make things a lot easier. And there we go. Our Theocrat is now level 4, speaking of experience gain. Alright, so we're going to kill one of the serpents and try to recruit the other with our Befriend Animal. So, one of them is going to, as I said, be killed, and the other one we want to protect a little bit. So, I think I'm going to let them come to us just a little bit more here. So, let's hide a bit behind some of these structures here. We're going to put our Canyon Crawler kind of up front, just given that our Canyon Crawler... oh, hang on. We do have Frost weakness, so we have to watch out for that, because obviously the Frost Elemental is going to be able to blast us with some shards, and I suspect they will blast the Canyon Crawler, but we'll have to wait and see. Meanwhile, our archers, we want to kind of just put back behind some cover. As for Tauron, I think we will head back this direction, and then we will end our turn. Let's see what happens. Okay, no, going after the Adjudicator over there. That's actually fine. That works out well. And now we have some opportunities to get some flank damage here, which is quite nice. Oh, yeah, look at this on the Reed Serpent. That's huge. Now, here's an option. We can't use our Unicorn Rider to get in there and charge, but we might... Oh, yeah, we could phase in behind. So this is a great example of where using phase is actually perfect, because we can't actually get there to use our charge anyway. So, with Tauron here, let's blast the baby reed serpent. Perfect. And then, ooh, we could roll the dice and try to get the kill with our canyon crawler. Might actually be smarter to hold off on that one. Now, unfortunately, this Frost Elemental does have projectile resistance. So we're going to step up with the Avenger, though. And, oh, we can do a lot of damage still despite that. So, yeah, let's do it. Nice. Very, very good there. And our Theocrat can step over. Ooh, actually, what I should have done, this was a mistake. I should have moved the Judicator up and then had the Theocrat step to where the Judicators are right now. That would have eliminated the range penalty, I think. Yeah, that was a little bit unfortunate, but that's fine. What we can do instead is this. We'll just do some damage. Perfect. And then, actually, our Canyon Crawler can step in and get the kill. No problem at all here, so that's what we'll do. Nice, and some experience gain for them and a level up. Perfect. Then we'll teleport in behind here. Get the nice flank kill. Fantastic. Now, I don't want the Reed Serpent to actually fight me in melee if I can avoid it. So what I'm going to do is just park myself in defense mode. Even though I could attack them, again, my objective here is to recruit them if possible. Okay, good. We took some damage, but that's fine. Oh, and unfortunately, Tauron is too far away. Dang it. That's kind of a shame, actually. I didn't really think that one through fully. Unfortunately, we have a situation here that's not ideal. You know what? I mean, again, it would be really nice to get this Reed Serpent, but I don't want to risk my hero to get it. Let's see, how much damage... We have that Noxious Vulnerability, which is scary, right? Look at that. We have lowered resistance and less morale. Now, this is a situation, though, where I could use Touch of Faith. Oh, but I can't use it on myself. That's right. I forgot that you can't do that. Let's see. If we're in defense mode, how much damage can this thing do in melee combat to me? I mean, that's survivable. We're not going to die from that. So, maybe... this pains me, but I think we will just end our turn there. Risk our hero a little bit. Okay, that's fine. Just used Poison Spit. No problem there. And then let's move over and try for the Befriend. Ah, dang. We had a pretty high chance of that working, but just no such luck. I'm glad we tried, though. You know, it's always worth it to at least make the effort there. So now we can just try to get the kill here. Our Judicator is getting reasonably close to leveling up. Our Avenger is already silver medal. Again, our Canyon Crawler leveled up this battle already. So let's maybe use our Judicator to do it. So we'll step in behind and do some nice flanking work there. Ooh, actually, I probably should have just shot them with my bow first. Oh well, I kind of overestimated. But you know what? The Canyon Crawler can step in and get the finish now and still get some more experience. So that's perfect. Took a little bit more damage than I wanted in that one, but that's okay. We do have the ability to heal, so I'm not too upset about it. Now, since we're walking on by, we may as well clear out this quarry. It will take us a little bit away from the city, but we're already here. It might be worth doing. Ooh, and look at this, a Frostling Huntress. Interesting, they've got the shaved heads going on. Polearm, Pike Square, and Pikeman, so they're a Tier 2 Pikeman unit. They have frost weapons. This is kind of cool because the Frostling Pikeman unit is the Royal Guard who have that explosion thing going on where when they die, they explode. Which, actually, I generally don't like that, especially if I'm playing a Frostling Necromancer, because then I can't bring them back. So these would be better if you were playing a Frostling Necromancer. I would like these Huntress units a little bit better. You can see they actually have charge as well. Animal Slayer. Yeah, pretty neat unit. I like them a lot. Ooh, a Frostling Skaldborg. Forgive me if I'm saying that incorrectly, but a Frostling Skaldborg. So this is a Tier 2 Pikeman unit that has defensive strike. Wow, that's pretty good. And they have a shield as well. Pike Square, Polearm, First Strike. Wow. And, of course, frost weapons. Very cool. Yeah, I like the design of these guys. That's great. And then another one here, a Frostling. Oh, boy, these names are getting me a little bit, but this is a Frostling Ulfhednar. Ulfhednar. Looks kind of like it's a Berserker or a Barbarian type unit. You can see here, Charge, Martial Arts, Mind Control Immunity, Coup de Grace, and then Inflict Bleeding Wounds. Wow, okay. So this is kind of the offensive focused unit here. Yeah, so they embrace the wolf spirit. That makes sense. Oh, very cool. I really like these Frostling units. That's super cool. Okay, enough of my gushing though. Let's see now. Do we want to head down and do the gold here, or do we want to maybe head over and clear out this on the way? I mean, maybe what we'll do first is send this tiger down to make contact. Okay, there. I mean, we've already got a proposal. Perfect. Yeah, they want open borders and a peace treaty. Absolutely. So we want to start making these ones our ally as quickly as possible, I think. They're ready to become our vassal in 4 turns. That's excellent. Oh, and we can level up our Theocrat while I'm on the topic here. And again, we're going to have the Theocrat leading a stack fairly soon here, so we want to make sure that the Theocrat is ready for that. So let's do Aura of Resistance to improve the resistance of our stack. We could also do a Chaplain. Basically just a straight morale boost to all units in the stack, which is actually pretty decent. Yeah, sure, why not? Very nice. Okay. Oh, and I forgot we have this little guy here. You know what? Now that we kind of know what's going on here, it might be better to see what's going on over in this area. We also want to start grouping up our units over here, and then maybe have our Theocrat, kind of jump over the mountains here and head back to the Throne City to regroup with all these other units and start leading his own stack. Because again, I can divide and conquer, right? I'll have more units to basically do more things with. I mean, look here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I mean, we have plenty to make a stack. It's not going to be a super powerful stack or anything like that, but, with a Theocrat who can heal the stack and maintain it, I think it's going to be a pretty capable army, so... all right, let's head back this way. We need to be mindful that there are going to start being units produced there, so you know what? Rather than doing a little bit more scouting, I think I'm going to just kind of play it safe and start heading back. Now this guy here, again, the plan was to go back down here, but I would like to actually see what's up to the north. Again, it's going to be a turn or two before we really start grouping up for this army anyway. We will put this guy on our throne just temporarily. It's nice to have at least one unit guarding it. Now, as for this Mandrel, already underground, I think it's probably wise to just do a little bit more poking around before we go back to the surface here. Again, what I'm really interested in is just looking for any spawning structure. Oh, and there's one. Okay, so we found it. And unfortunately, it's going to be turn 5 next, which means it's going to start producing units. So we may eventually have to head underground to deal with this. The tiger here has kind of done its job. So maybe the tiger can... You know what? Let's keep going through the domain here and check out what's on the other side. That would probably be smart. So that's what we'll do. And then our main stack here, we have to, again, decide. Now that we've made contact and we don't have any quest or anything from them, I think we'll just go back to kind of clearing out structures more regularly here. So we'll do that. Try to be smart about this. We can attack these Frostlings here. We'll get to see these units in action, which will be kind of exciting. Oh, I'm so excited to try to level these canyon crawlers all the way up and have them evolve, too. That's going to be really cool if I can make it happen. Alright, our Judicator did take a little bit of punishment, so we will drop a heal and a buff. Very nice. Our Avenger can step up. That Avenger is super powerful. Tauron can advance. I really like having the extra hit points with Tauron, too, from that item that we got last episode. Might not seem like a lot, but it does make a difference just in terms of kind of the survivability of the hero. And, you know, you can take a little bit more risk when you're not worried about your hero being super squishy. Although I generally still play it fairly safe with my heroes regardless. Let's see. Judicator. We're going to have to draw them into fighting us. I have to be a little bit careful with the Canyon Crawler because, again, we do have that frost weakness. So I really don't want them getting kind of overexposed here, especially since, as I said, I'm trying to level them up. So it would be a shame to have them end up dead before I can evolve them, basically. Let's buff the Unicorn Rider. Again, we have to watch out for the pikeman units, so we'll advance here, and then we'll call it a turn and see what happens next. Okay, Frozen Flames. Oof, ouch, we took some damage. Yikes, we're taking a fair bit there. We'll have to be careful. You can see there, the Huntress was able to use Charge and actually do some damage to us. A pretty effective amount of damage to our Judicator. Thankfully, the Judicator was buffed, which at least mitigated some of that damage. Now, I would like to get a flanking hit, and I think if I go here, I will. Let me see. Oh, yeah, perfect. Oh, not quite the kill. Very, very close, though. A Tauron here can blast the Huntress, could kill the Ufadnar. We have to watch out for this Skullborg here coming this way as well. Ay, decisions, as always. So one thing we could do is actually phase behind with our Unicorn Rider, kill off this unit. And then I would like to actually... It'd be great if the Canyon Crawler could actually get the kill here. The thing I don't want to do is move Tauron off, because then he can't do as much damage. Oh, you know what I can do? This unit can't really do anything this turn anyway. They don't have a ranged attack or anything like that, so I don't have to worry too much. So what we'll do instead is we'll just do this. Get the kill here. Easy peasy. And then I can step back. And now we can get the Canyon Crawler in there if need be. Oh, but of course now I've obscured myself. Yeah, that wasn't actually that smart. Whoopsie daisy. Now we're in a bit of a pickle here because this Judicator is in trouble and is going to need some help. So maybe what we do is we phase in behind here. Now, the only question is... Okay, good. The other Spearmen can't get in there to flank, to hit me. So we'll go like this. We'll turn them around. Excellent. Okay, now we're free to kind of do what we need. So we can jump in with our Canyon Crawler, flank, and we should be able to get 2 hits before they can hit us, and I think we'll be fine. So let's do that. Yeah, perfect. And there's the kill. And now we still have our ranged attacks with Tauron, so we can actually advance over here and light up the Skullborg a little bit. Nice, and a level up there, too. Our Judicator, we're going to just retreat back. Again, took some damage, so no sense playing it being risky. Ouch, and there you can see that frost damage is kind of not so fun for us with these Canyon Crawlers. So we definitely don't want them in harm's way here. Very close to leveling up, however, so we could try to maybe... Let's see if we were to put them... Oh, if we put them there, though, they can come under attack by the pikemen there, so we don't want that. So I think what we'll do is we'll actually... We want to get our archers involved here. There we go. Light that White Witch up. Very good. Hefty damage. And then Tauron can get the finish. No problem at all. And now we just want to retreat our Unicorn Rider so we're not in harm's way. And then can we hit them? Oh, yeah. Perfect. And they can't really do anything to us, so now we can just let them... Yeah, there they go. I was going to say, they're just going to step closer to us, and we can blast the heck out of them with our ranged units now. So, perfect. We'll step in, light them up. Excellent. A little more. Nice. And we're going to get the kill with that critical. Fantastic. All right. So there you can see we got a level up with our Judicator and Canyon Crawler very close to silver medal now. Not to mention our level up with Tauron. Oh, nice. Okay, Melodious Harp of Forgiveness gives us Bard skills. which will give our army plus 300 morale boost and plus 1 resistance to the hero. Some nice pants for extra defense and a little bit of gold. I will happily accept. And then, you know what? I'm going to just send it to my hero. Now, hang on. Before I send it, let's decide which hero would be of most benefit. It would be of most benefit for, excuse me. Now, okay, one thing here is that our Theocrat already has the Chaplain boost, which is going to provide the extra morale benefit. I mean, we could double it up to get even more and have really high morale, or we could kind of spread the love and have Tauron also boost his troops with a little bit of happiness. I think I'm kind of leaning towards maybe having Tauron have the Bard, the Harp, just because, again, the Theocrat is already boosting the morale. But that said, you know, if you can get it really, really high, then you're getting criticals all the time. So maybe we just double stack it, you know? As always, decisions. The pants I'm going to send straight to Tauron, though. This is considered a shield item. So it'll probably get replaced eventually once we start getting some better shields. You know what? Let's give it to Tauron right now. We can always trade it around if need be. Okay, let's level up Tauron. He's level 4. Oh, yeah, Nourishing Meal is going to be the choice now. We really want to get the healing going. Now both of our heroes have a healing ability, which is exactly what we need. Perfect. Okay, and then we can group up. Okay, and here's the other seal location. So you can see we've got one here and one here. So once we're strong enough, I mean, we can probably try to plant an army on both of them. And that'll be great for us. I'm assuming our opponents are going to be... the other two are probably, you know, I imagine kind of over here and over here, give or take. And so I imagine our opponents are going to be close to them as well. So the clock is certainly ticking on us getting our hands on it. Our Theocrat now level 5. So let's see. We could do Healing Aura, which would heal more of our units. But I think because we already have Bestow Iron Heart, and we're going to probably get healing eventually anyway, I don't think we really need this, quite frankly. So what might be a better choice would just be some extra casting points, actually. Because Theocrats do get some pretty useful spells. Alternatively, we could just save the points for future level ups. You know what, I think... I think we'll save the points for now. I'm trying to remember it. Again, I can't remember exactly what the Theocrat gets at level 6 and 7. I know at some point in there we're going to get access to healing. But I think we'll save them and see what comes next. It always escapes me. I know the Necromancer level ups, what you get at each level pretty well. But some of the other heroes I'm a little wishy-washy on knowing exactly what they get at each level up. And therefore sort of knowing when to save your points and when to spend them. But yeah, in this situation, I don't think it's a huge issue for me to save them right now. Alright, so now we can summon an additional wild animal, which is going to put a strain on our mana income. Probably kick it into the negative here, but that's alright. We just need to make sure we're being smart about things. So now the question is, where do we want to summon the unit? We could summon it near our hero or summon it at our throne. The question is, where is it going to be of the most benefit? So if we summon it at our hero, we can do some more exploring. So maybe that's what we'll do. Okay, and it's a boar. Boars are... I mean, this boar is quite expendable, I would say. So, not that I want to waste the unit, but I mean, I can send it off as a scout and not really worry all that much. Okay, here's another cave entrance. We'll have to be very careful. Go down and make sure things are kind of clear. We can start summoning another one. Sure, why not? And then we will end our turn there. Nice, okay. So, we did finish Wildlife Refuge, which is exactly very timely. It's what we needed. So that's going to reduce the upkeep cost for our summoned units and for our animals that we've recruited. A couple of items arrived. Again, those are the items that we sent last turn. We will throw that on. Yeah, alright. Well, and it also makes sense to give this item to Tauron, the Bard shield item, because Tauron is also the one currently leading the stack. So, again, our units are going to benefit more from him having it, currently at least. Let's go check underground and see what we can see. Okay, not much here so far. Let's check down this way. Okay, nothing too crazy. We'll maybe turn that boar around and head back up that way. Again, we know this spawner is here. So I think with this unit, we'll basically turn around and then go check this direction because we want to make sure there's nothing on this side as well. Okay. We already did the item arriving. I think we equipped both of them, so no worries there. All right, main stack. Now, probably wise to start clearing things around this city for when we eventually bring it into the fold. I mean, it'll start off as a vassal, which is fine, but then, you know, gradually we want to bring it in. So we also want to head over here because we need to go get rid of this spawner. So let's take our main stack on down this way. I think we'll actually start maybe retreating some of our units back this direction just to kind of start forming a bit of a stack. Our tiger can kind of go on this way. Ooh, and there's some gold down there. Let's go grab that while we're in the neighborhood. Fantastic. Another watchtower down there. That would be good to get our hands on so we can see a little better. And then the tiger we'll send up here. Again, we're just going to start putting everybody kind of together, I think. So we'll do this. And then, as I said, we'll break the Theocrat off and have the Theocrat lead that stack. And the Snapper Crab. Now, the question, do we want to scout a little bit or bring the crab down and start getting cozy with our main stack in anticipation for our Theocrat leaving the stack? Maybe we can do a bit of both. Let's just scout slightly over here. Oh, and there is another city or dwelling of some kind. I'm actually glad I did this. We can make contact. Yeah, and look at this. Quite strong, quite well guarded. You can see we've got a Frost Elemental, 2 lesser Blight Elementals, 2 lesser Frost Elementals, and a lesser Air Elemental. So this is above my pay grade currently. But fairly soon I should be able to at least think about fighting that. You know, if I bring everyone to bear, I've got plenty of units. The only problem is once you have it, you have to hold it. And holding it is quite challenging because it'll spawn units periodically. So, all right, now let's make contact here. Some Draconians. We will negotiate. Ooh, we could pay them 100 gold. I don't know. That seems a little pricey. Ooh, and look at these Draconians. These are. I wonder what this unit is. They look very much reptilian with that green color. I would like to know when they're ready to talk. Now, the question is, do we want to drop 100 gold on this? That seems quite pricey at this point. And again, it would be nice to... I mean, I don't want to declare war and anger the Draconians, especially if I want to have that city. But, you know, I mean, I've got so much gold, it might actually be worth doing. Although the problem is my gold income is pitiful, right? So this is a lot of coin to spend on something that's just basically making them at peace with me. You know what? Let's do it. Again, I might regret it, but let's do it. All right. Fantastic. Yeah, so in 4 turns, they'll maybe want to be our vassal. We're going to need to generate some cashola, though, in the next few turns because the Elven City's going to want to join us, which is going to cost some money. And then we're going to have the same situation with these Draconians. So, all right, let's hop on back and grab this. And then, you know what, we can do a little bit of scouting just to the north here and see what's kind of around in this area. Ooh, and look at this. A Shard Wyvern. Interesting. Reinforced. It's got, yeah, it's immune to the effects of the Shadow Realm. And it's got physical protection. I think that's due to being a dragon, if I'm not mistaken. And then physical protection, 40%. Wow, this is a pretty tanky unit here. You can see between being reinforced and having that physical protection, this thing's pretty tanky. Oh, a Cobalt Geomancer, a level 2 unit. Okay. Sort of like a shaman type unit here. Petrifying touch, throw stones. Neato. It's got true sight. That's pretty cool. Quite like that. Alright, we'll grab this guy. Yeah, so now we'll start heading back. Again, I don't want to... Actually, you know what? We could jump into the water here. See what's up there. That's maybe not so bad. Keep saying, oh, I'm going to head back, but there's just a little more I want to see. So, meanwhile, speaking of wanting to see more... Okay, I'm moderately satisfied. There's still a little bit of land back here where something could be hiding, conceivably. Like a cave entrance or a shadow gate or something. But I'm not seeing anything on the map. I mean, again, we won't know until we eventually go there. But at the very least, it's not like it's easy for something to get here. There's mountains, there's river in the way. So I'm at least moderately satisfied that things are okay up there. Be nice to get this treasure eventually, too. That would help us with our income situation. How's our production going? All right, we almost have the Builder's Hall. Yeah, I can foresee gold becoming a problem very rapidly. All right, we will engage this battle. Oh, once again, we're going to do No Mercy. Ooh, a Spitting Spider. Isn't that neat? It can evolve into an Elder Spitting Spider. Very, very cool. I like the design of this unit, too. So it has Poison Spit, and it does have Webbing Touch. Okay, very cool. And then we have a standard Hunter Spider, and then again the Geomancer. We'll do No Mercy, because again, we want the experience, and there's a chance there to recruit another unit as well. Okay. First things first, our Judicator, I think, is going to go up. Actually, our Canyon Crawler is going to get the heal. Because it is a little bit worse for wear. So, we will... Oh, and you know what, though? We can do a Nourishing Meal on the Judicator and provide a ton of extra health. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. Buff them tremendously. Yeah, look at that. 78 health. Just tanky as all can be now. Exactly what we needed. Alright. And then we want to goad them into attacking here a little bit. So what we'll do is we will position two of our strongest units kind of up front like that. And then we will throw on another buff there. And, I forgot. These Hunter Spiders can pounce. Oh, yeah, that's frustrating. We'll go like this, and we'll keep our archers kind of back a little bit, I guess. Like that. All right, let's see what happens. Oh, and there it is. Okay, tried to web the Theocrat and thankfully failed. Ooh, and they tried to petrify and thankfully failed up there. Okay. Oh, yeah, big damage here. We can basically just kill this Geomancer, hopefully, or very close to it. Now, which spider do I want to join me? Probably the spitting one, but Hunter Spider wouldn't be bad either. So we can't really get to the spitter at the moment, so let's do the other choice here for now. Nice, and we were successful. That's fantastic. Okay, so now our Theocrat can do some work. Excellent. And then we can get the kill here. And a nice level up. Now it's silver medal. One more big level up, and we will have access then to the Tier 3 evolution of the Canyon Crawler, which I'm really looking forward to. Oh, and look at this. We can just get the kill right up with our Avenger instead of having to risk our Judicator taking more damage. Yeah, let's just do that. That's probably the smarter play. Mitigate the damage a little bit more. Not that it matters. We've got so much healing. But we also got a nice level up, too. So now they are at gold medal. Very, very powerful High Elf Avenger. Nice, and some extra gold. You do have to be careful because each unit we recruit using Befriend Animal is providing additional upkeep cost. So now at gold medal, we have Warrior's Honor and Inflict Crippling Wounds. So Warrior's Honor, when this unit dies in combat, all other units owned by the same player gain 100 morale until end of combat. Interesting. And then Inflict inflict crippling wounds just means that if the unit ends up crippled, it loses movement for 2 turns, which is actually pretty decent. So you can kind of hamstring a unit if you can get that effect on them, basically. All right. We can head over and clear out this fire node. Alternatively, we could loop down this way, but I think I'd rather do the fire node, jump across the mountains, clear out these 2 gold mines, the watchtower, then clear out this spawner. And once I'm kind of here, I'll probably split my stack and have my hero lead his own group. So let's do that. We'll head over here and we'll engage this battle. Excellent. All right. Now we will have to be careful. We're going to get immolated. There, you can see it. All right. Now, in terms of fire protection, I believe the Canyon Crawler is actually going to be great. Yeah, 60% fire protection, so we can use the Canyon Crawler to full effect in this battle, I think. So one thing I would like to then do is step up like this, and then jump behind and use Touch of Faith on the Canyon Crawler. Again, I will pull the Avenger back. Ooh, actually, yeah, no, I am gonna... We're gonna play this one safe. We're gonna pull our units back ever so slightly here. Just get them out of range. We just don't want them in attack range, really, is the main thing here. Yeah, that's going to do it. So now, the only unit that can be attacked is the Canyon Crawler. Ooh, and you know what? It would probably be good, actually, to throw on the Nourishing Meal onto the Canyon Crawler. It is going to take a charge, you can see, and it's going to do a decent amount of damage, unfortunately. But I think we'll be fine. Alright, here comes the attack. Okay, we actually really didn't take a lot of damage there, which is great. Alright, now we have the opportunity to sort of counterattack here, so let's build up a charge and get that flank to turn this unit around. Perfect. And then Tauron here. Actually, you know what? Let's move Theocrat back and get the finish here. Perfect. And then... Oh, yeah, look at the archers here. They can blast this salamander for massive damage. Oh, yeah. And then we should be able to get the kill here without too much difficulty with our Judicator. Excellent. All right. Now it's just the Nightmare. We do have Tauron here who can still move, so let's step in behind, flank the Nightmare for some critical damage, and just outright get the kill and a nice level up there for Tauron as well. I was actually going to try and get the kill with the Canyon Crawler to try to level it up, but that works even better, actually. Okay, so we'll do our level up here with Tauron. Now we're at level 5. Awakened Spirit would be great to buff our animal units. Especially that spider, that would be really good. Spirit of the Land, Spirit Protection, and the Frost Protection would be really nice as well. But I think I'm going to go Awakened Spirit. Actually, you know what? I can pick I can pick 2 things. I can do Spirit of the Land or Warm at Night and the Awakened Spirit here. Spirit or Frost? I think I'm going to do Frost because the Canyon Crawler is weak to this, which would be kind of nice to have. So we can do the other one later as well. So it's not like I have to pick just one. And then we'll do Awakened Spirit. All right, very good. And then we'll step back here to join the rest of our group. And the next turn we'll head over here, clear out these gold mines, and again, we're formulating our group up there, so... All right, let's do our research choice. Alter Node... So we can research Alter Node Empire bonus. Alter Node provides an additional 5 mana coming from any of the nodes available inside the domain. So that's just a straight Empire upgrade as part of Cosmos, which would really improve our mana generation. Of course, you can see currently we do not have this mana node in our domain, but when the city grows, which it will in 3 turns, Again, that growth is being augmented a little bit by the henge that we got from those production resources. So that's great. Once it grows, we'll get that mana income, which will kind of help with our mana issues. This will be a good upgrade, but I'm not going to worry about it just yet. Instead, Hunter's Finesse. Ooh, look at this. Archers are trained to aim for a living creature's vital organs. They receive Razor Projectiles ability. And that would affect just all of our archers, which, I mean, again, we're elves, so we have really good archers. Ooh, I'm kind of leaning to this one. I think that's going to be very, very strong. Now, basic Seafaring would be good to get in the near future as well. Because we may have to cross some water. I mean, you saw it with that scout in the north. We didn't have the chance there. Let me look around. I mean, I'm not really seeing any water that we're going to need to cross in the next little bit here. Really, the only thing is up here to get this gold, but... Man. Yeah, all right. I'm going to bite. Let's do the Seafaring. We'll get it out of the way. Once it's done, then we'll jump to the other upgrade, which will really make our archers nasty customers. I mean, they're already pretty tough, but they'll be even better. And we're just going to finish up moving the last of our units here. Yeah, we'll hop back in the water just for some protection with this little guy. And this unit could go back this way, but I think instead we want to go there. So we will end our turn. Lots of battles here. That's been really good. You can see we've already, I mean, we're on turn 6, and our heroes are already level 5, which is absolutely massive. Nice, and we finished our Builder's Hall. That's going to be big for us as well. So now what do we want to build next is the question. Just shy of 50, which is a real shame because if we were at 50, then we could do some of these things in 2 turns instead of 3. Now, the laboratory would still cost... It would still take 3 turns regardless. So maybe we'll do the laboratory, and then once that's done, we can do the Siege Workshop. The reason I say this is because I really want to generate some additional knowledge, speed up our research process here. And then get the Siege Workshop going for the extra production. Importantly, the city will grow in 2 turns and push this over 50, I think. And so then we can do these in 2 turns. And the Siege Workshop in 3. So we'll do the laboratory for now, because it's going to cost us 3 turns regardless. Even if we were at 50, it's 125, so... Yeah. We'll do the laboratory. Alright. Yeah, now, if we had that Seafaring, we could grab this treasure. Maybe we'll just leave this guy here so that he can grab the treasure once he's done. You know what? We will go and explore this last little corner up here just while we can. Yeah, we'll go over there. And then we'll grab the treasure once we have that researched. Meanwhile, the tiger can perhaps go down here and just do a little bit more scouting before we... Okay. Hunter Spider Baby, we probably want to put in with one of our heroes, I'm thinking. The crab here. Maybe we stick to the water and just kind of... Oh, and of course the water ends. I was going to say we could stick to the water and do some more exploration. All right, we'll do a little bit more here. We'll follow this road. I mean, eventually we're going to run into one of our opponents, so we got to be careful, but... All right, these two, again, we want to get them ready for joining up. So what we'll do is we'll move our main stack over here. And now we'll start engaging some battles. So the Unicorn Rider, engage this one. There's that Frost Spinner. Be kind of cool. Maybe we can get one of those. Definitely going to try to recruit one of the spider units if at all possible. I'm getting really quite fortunate with all the animal units here. It's been really good for me as the druid because it's just more potential troops, right? Which is exactly what I need. So, step our Avenger up. Oh yeah, we can blast the Dread Spider and let's do it. Oh, fantastic. Just obliterated them. No problem at all. I will blast the Cobalt Shooter for some damage here. And unfortunately... Oh, yeah, we can get the kill, no problem. Okay, great. And then... step up like this with our Canyon Crawler, Unicorn Rider, and our Judicator. We took the charge like a champ, no real worries. And now let's try for the Befriend Animal on the Frost Spinner. Okay, resisted, no problem. That just means we have to do things the hard way. So we will try with our Canyon Crawler to get the kill here. Yep, no problem at all. That's getting them quite close to leveling up, which is great. As for our Theocrat over here... actually, you know what? We probably want to drop a heal on somebody if we can. So let's heal the Unicorn Rider. And then we can blast the boar over here with our range damage. Oh, and just get the kill that way. Perfect. I was going to say we could follow up with an attack from the Unicorn Rider, but that wasn't even necessary. Nice. All right. Well, at least we're getting gold this way, so that's nice. Okay, and then we'll step over here. We will step onto the gold mine. Okay. Canyon Crawler could use some healing, so we will take care of that right away. This might be a battle where I can actually get my Canyon Crawlers to evolve, potentially, if I can get them enough experience. So let's do an Awakened Spirit. Buff the heck out of them there. We'll rotate our other units out of the line of fire here. We don't want them getting in too much trouble. And we'll advance our Unicorn Rider. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Okay, we'll end it there. All right, so we're gonna have to go to them. You know what? We can just throw everything onto this Canyon Crawler because why not? Look at that. This unit is buffed to the gills here. You've got Bestow Iron Heart with Strong Will, Awakened, Nourishing Meal, Touched by Faith. Yeah, very, very strong at this point, so we'll just advance in like that. We'll use our Adjudicator there as backup. I got to be careful with my heroes there just because we've got... I believe these are pikemen, if I'm not mistaken, the Javelineer. Gonna have to double check that. Well, the Sun Guard are definitely pikemen, so regardless. Let's see. Oh, they're considered an irregular. Okay, that's fine. So I don't have to worry as much with my cavalry. We can step up like this, though, and get the kill there. Ooh, very close. If we only need 3 more experience, so that should be doable. All right, we'll step up, blast the Sun Guard. Ooh, and look at that big damage there. Now, I actually might be able to end the battle here, but I don't want to end it before I'm able to level up the Canyon Crawler. So I'm probably going to leave the Javelineer alive, even though I could probably kill it. So let's advance here. Light up the Sun Guard. Oh, I lied. Okay. I thought I could actually shoot that Sun Guard, but I can't quite make it. All right, we'll end it there. And then we should be able to get the finish with our Canyon Crawler here. Okay. And then we'll just do the attack here. Excellent. There's the level up. It's exactly what we wanted. Now we can just combo blast this Javelineer here. Or just get the kill outright with our Druid. No problem. Oh, fantastic. And look at that. Elder Canyon Crawler. That's exactly what we wanted. Now let's take a look at our new unit. Oh, scary. Elder Canyon Crawler. So let's just look at it here. Still reinforced, which is exactly what the younger version had. And then Blight Protection. This is coming from natural immunity, of course. The Frost weakness is still there, but we're, of course, making up for it. And then that inherent fire protection. So, yeah, basically just a bigger, stronger version of what we already had. We still have that reinforced. And you can see insanely high defense and resistance values there. Very, very strong. So, more so on the defense side, especially. And that reinforced just making it that much better against physical ranged attacks. So, yeah, very excited. Very excited to have the Elder Canyon Crawler. That's our first tier 3 unit as well, so that's fantastic. And of course, costing us mana upkeep, so we may need to also build a shrine in the near future. But of course, the city will grow and we'll have a mana node at least. But again, that upkeep is expensive. Thankfully, we do have Wildlife Refuge, which is reducing it a little bit. All right, so you know what? We'll do a level up here, and then I think we'll call it an episode. We didn't get through that many turns this particular episode, but we did get a lot done in terms of battles and leveling up our heroes and our other units as well. Okay, so we're now level 6, and again, nothing really at this point. It's at level 7 that we start getting access to the really good stuff, I'm pretty sure. So you know what? Let's do a Divine Channeling, and then we'll save the other 5 for our level up. And yeah, that's going to do it. So we'll end our turn there. We will zoom out and just take a look. So very close to having a vassal here, and we're also working on vassalizing a Draconian city over here as well. All in all, I think a pretty decent second episode, although, like I said, we kind of got bogged down in battles. Not that that was necessarily a bad thing. And then we will save it here. This is going to be episode number 2. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one.